Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I think I just found the most annoying cruise passenger in the world. Hi, can you give me the numbers of data brokers, please? What do you mean there's 2,000 of them? Okay, so what am I talking about? Have you ever searched something online as simple as, I'm looking for a Caribbean cruise, and the next thing you know, your email, your spam, your phone, everything is inundated with cruises about the Caribbean, whether you want them or not. And that is because your information every time you search something online is collected by data brokers, and they sell it to companies who are looking to sell you things of something you were searching for. What that means for us is we're getting tons of spam in our email and even calls, and sometimes maybe our information is stolen as well. Well, if you want to end that, you can do like I did and sign up for Incogni. Incogni contacts data brokers, and guess what? If you ask a data broker to remove your information from the list, they have to do it. But I don't know how to do it. You don't know how to do it, but Incogni knows how to do it. They'll contact them for you. They will do the fighting for you if there's any arguments, because if they give you a hard time, Incogni picks up that fight for you. And I signed up and immediately saw a ton less emails and spam coming into my in folder every single day. I'm really happy I did it. Also, did you realize just in mid-August that we had 3 billion people had their information stolen from a data broker on the dark web due to a hack? Well, that's information that Incogni works to protect us from. Things like that happening by getting us off those data broker lists. If you had Incogni, chances are you wouldn't have been one of those people that had all their information taken in mid-August. If you'd like to check out Incogni, why not follow my link down below or hit the QR code right here for up to 60% off by using my code FAMILY. And again, I already think it was a reasonable price even when it wasn't 60% off. Thanks Incogni for sponsoring this video. So I would love to show you this person's TikTok channel and his videos that he recorded himself, explaining what he was doing and why he was kicked off a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. And to quote the British, because he's from Britain, I will have to quote, because he was kicked off because he's a wanker, shall we say. Like, the more I watched his videos, the more I'm going, please, oh God, don't cruise ever again. Because he ends off his videos by going, yeah, I can't recommend cruise ships. They're only for people over 60 or if you have children. They're really boring. They're boring. They don't like fun. They don't like fun. Well, I don't like his fun. And let's start off with some of the things that he's done while he was on the cruise before he gets kicked off. Apparently, he's a bit of a drinker. He readily admits he drinks, but he has it under control. He has, of course, all people who drink too much say they have it under control. To the point where he peed in a potted plant, I guess, and thought, really, it was no big deal. That's not a big deal. It's just a little thing. It's just a little incident, people, that he peed in a potted plant someplace on the cruise ship. And that's okay. He also has been smoking all over the ship in various locations, including the disco and in non-smoking areas on the top deck. Also, while he was on the top deck filming the video and playing music from his own personal speaker, going, woo, out there on the top deck, having a blast and, completely annoying everybody else on the pool deck. He says, oh, everyone didn't seem mad at me. Yeah, okay, we saw like 5 people in behind you, plus the people who were with you. So, get a grip on that yourself. But he then takes a cigarette, walks over to the window, and throws it overboard from the top deck. Of course, that cigarette butt didn't land in the ocean. It landed somewhere below on somebody else's deck or on something, you know, and he saw nothing wrong with this. This is just fun. Well, he had a couple warnings. He got warned for smoking up on the deck. And then he got warned for smoking in the casino. And finally, the crew members had to come into his stateroom and told him not to leave the stateroom anymore because of his antics, because of what he's been doing. And he just, well, I didn't mean to smoke in the casino, in the disco. I didn't mean to smoke. What do you mean you didn't mean to smoke there? You had every intention of smoking wherever you wanted to do. You had every intention of playing music wherever you wanted to play and are quite upset. And in fact, he even played dumb saying, oh, I didn't know you couldn't smoke in non-smoking areas on the cruise ship. No one said anything. There's no signs, really? There's no signs anywhere? And the point that there's no ashtrays anywhere to be found didn't give you a clue neither? Playing dumb is not an excuse for intelligence, right? It's just not. Now, I don't want to, to say that he's a bad person or a bad guy or anything. He might be the nicest guy in the world to hang with and everything, but he really has no self-awareness of other people. In reality, as far as how he could be affecting other people around him. Didn't care about the music. Oh, if somebody would have walked up to me and said, would you turn down the music? I would have turned it down. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You would have told him to bugger off, quite frankly, right? That's what you would have done. And you you would have done that. So don't say that you would, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, if you were smoking in the disco and somebody said, hey, don't smoke in the disco, what would you have done? Would you have put the cigarette out, apologized? No, you wouldn't. You would tell him to go whatever, right? So to pretend that you would have been the nicest guy and just, oh, I'm sorry. Just be yourself, be your person. You cared about what you were doing and not about other people. And the heck with the rules. You don't care. And as far as not having fun on cruise ships, quite frankly, I think the fun was being ruined by you. Plain and simple. And if I look, as I scroll down these comments, nobody's on your side. Yet you're just laughing them off and, oh, everyone else is wrong. Everybody else is wrong. It's just a good laugh. Ha, ha, ha. I'm a funny guy. And here's the one thing that was funny to me. He actually was asked to go to a cruising or a podcast and invited to their podcast. They were going to pay him to come and get an interview about the incident that happened. Well, the guys are in the middle of their podcast when they get stopped and told by their producer or somebody off screen saying that, yeah, the guy who's here for your interview, he just went into the wrong office and got into an argument with somebody and was escorted out of the building. On your way to an interview about being kicked off a cruise ship, you then get kicked out of the office that you were going to, and of course it was the other guy's fault for doing it, not your fault. You're completely always innocent, right? But they did finally get a Zoom call with him. And these guys were not giving up with his excuses. They were just saying, no, you're being annoying. No, I'm not, and everything. And then he says, what's the harm in taking a cigarette and throwing it over? Like, it's in the ocean. And then they told him about the cruise ship that somebody threw a cigarette overboard and lost over 90 cabins on the cruise ship, caught on fire, and one person lost their lives. Many people were injured, and the cruise ship had hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage because one person threw a cigarette overboard at that time. Is one of the big reasons no cruise ships mostly are allowed to smoke on balconies anywhere anymore. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was possible. Of course you didn't, because you didn't care. Right? You didn't care that something might happen to other people. You didn't care that your music was annoying other people. You didn't care. But it was all about your good time and your drinking. And I loved how the guy asked him, so were you drinking this morning already? Because I think he sounded like he was slurring his words. I don't know. It might just be the way his mannerisms, his talking. Nothing wrong with that. But the guys asked him on the interview, have you been drinking this morning? He goes, no, I haven't been drinking. And he goes, well, didn't you tell me you had a beer this morning getting ready for the podcast? And he goes, well, yeah, I had a beer this morning, but that's not drinking. I don't know. But he says he's done with cruise. I am not going to go on cruises anymore. And I, for one, am very, very thankful for this. Yeah, if you want to see those videos that he's put out, I'll leave a link down below. Please don't harass him. Don't do anything like that. This is for our benefit as cruisers to say, is this person, maybe you think he's perfectly right in doing what he was doing. Maybe you think he's not. But if you want to see an interesting side of somebody who got kicked off a cruise ship and their side of it, I'll leave a link down below for you to check out those videos. And in the meantime, let me know in the comments down below if you go and see them and you go watch those videos. Let me know what you guys think. In the meantime, please don't smoke in the disco. Don't smoke in non-smoking areas. Don't play loud music. Don't be overly drunk. Just have a good time and enjoy a cruise, because it's the greatest vacation you can have. Trust me. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.